Things are getting interesting because episode 4, 5, and 6 of Andor Season 2 released last night, and we gotta talk about it, which may include a few spoilers, so spoiler warning, 3, 2, 1. Episode 4, which kind of starts off / more than once in the episode, where after a certain amount of time, or no matter how much time has gone past, that Bix is still getting nightmares and getting affected mentally with the bad things that has happened to her in the past that we've seen from last season and even this season. This episode is smooth paced, nothing fast, no action, unfortunate because I love action, and that it breaks down specific details that you gotta be paying attention quite a bit to understand. And despite this kind of episode not necessarily in my interest, at least it keeps that consistent pace. Quality is good though. In terms of what this episode was going for, I think was good. Diving in more deep, more emotional, kind of getting more of the details, not really skipping through stuff in terms of how they got here or there, and kind of like the everyday lifestyle. And I'll give this episode on that terms of like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. But in terms of enjoyment wise, or like if I were to watch this episode again, which probably not, I give it like a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Episode 5. I like when Andor is on a mission, when he has a task that he's got to do something, showing his smartness, showing that he's a little bit intimidating and that the knowledge that he has, etc. This episode is similar to episode 4 in terms of, more slow, more detailed, diving in deep, etc. But I feel like a little bit more productive in the pace-wise. I don't like Cyril's mom, okay? It's not just her voice, which I feel like a lot of people don't like her voice, but just how she is as a person, I just don't like. The quality stays the same, which is good. I give episode 5 a nice 7.5 out of 10. Episode 6. Now this is a little bit more of what I like. We got a big sequence in this episode between them stealing from the carrier and then the party. And I like the back and forth between the moment of that team trying to steal from the carrier and then the party and the intenseness and not knowing exactly what's going to happen next and that the accident can happen or consequences. When she's trying to remove the listening device from the art piece, I kind of expected her to succeed, but it kind of carried on to a point where like, okay, maybe you don't know, and it got pretty intense, which I like. Cynthia gets killed by accident while they're trying to steal from the carrier. Come on! But did I care about her character? Nah. Bix gets her revenge on this guy. Yes! And then Andor, not long after, joins her side as the episode ends. Quality, once again, was good. I did like the music also. Pacing was also good. I know that Andor Season 2 is more on the slower side, but if this is what you kind of like, the more slow, where you dive in more deeper and learn a lot more about these characters, then you're going to like this show, I feel like, more, because then you build a better connection on knowing if you're going to care about them if anything happens to the character or not. I give episode 6 a nice 8.5 out of 10. So what are your overall thoughts and ratings of episode 4, 5, and 6? And are you looking forward to the next episode or episodes? Because I don't know if they're going to release more than one next week also. Thank you for watching Andor, your way to victory. I believe in you.